Sorry, I'm being very official about this because I'm going to remove my mask. The reason why I'm allowed to do that is that for the next 5-10 minutes, I'm addressing you on our weekly meeting of the company, and this is a business meeting. Therefore, I can stand up and address you in the necessary fashion without wearing a mask. So thank you all for attending. Perfect, I'll just move over here. So, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. Director. So the nights are drawing in, and it's getting a little darker on Wednesday evening. The great news is it's warm and welcoming in the clubhouse, though, of course, if you're standing outside the company meeting, you need to wear a mask, but we've obviously dealt with that. This weekend we held, I imagine, to be our final open meeting of 2020, and perhaps for a while if the redevelopment of Norman Park gets underway early next year. The club, and particularly organisers Mark Purser and John Hubbard, received a number of emails complimenting ourselves on the organisation of the meeting and the experience they had at Norman Park. I saw emails from visitors from East Anglia, the Chilterns, and even the Midlands. All of these people and more felt compelled to write to us, which I think is, testament to the great work of those two guys, but also all the volunteers working on it. The competition was very well run. Off the track, as I say, it was the welcome that people were receiving. The Desboroughs on the gate, although I myself, seeing a man that normally works in customs and excise donning rubber gloves to approach me, didn't make me feel all that welcome and relaxed at the track. Anyway, Mark, thank you very much for your contribution. Claire Ostrich and Club Secretary Helga Pullen on the registration. There was Alice Platt, Malcolm Scopes, Paul Ostrich, Jenny Lane, Mick Keane, all helping out, doing cleaning of the blocks, starting the exits, as well as important getting people out of the track safely and distance. We had a phenomenal number of athletes as the afternoon built up because there really was that feeling, that opportunity to do one last 800. We had 16 800-metre races. We had 1,500-metre races. I can't count how many, 3,000-metre races. And we put on a really good hurdles programme as well. So there was a lot of people moving through Norman Park track, but safely. I was also glad to be introduced to Lorna Booth, MBE, who was also helping on the day. Lorna coaches a number of our aspiring sprinters and sprint hurdlers. She's also recently been appointed to the Board of England Athletics, I think put forward in large part by Tim Souter. So congratulations to her on behalf of the club. Really pleased that someone who is so connected to the club has got that appointment. And the day before, we were at Dartford, and where's John Wakeman? I know he was here. There he's right here next to me. So I'm pleased to share with the club that the under-13 pole vault record was improved in dramatic fashion. Charlie Platt, who still has another year in the age group, so just bear that in mind, cleared 2 metres 58. The previous record holder, Finn Kittredge, was there to congratulate him. Finn is now an under 15. The previous record was 2 metres 30, so that was a massive increase, which is obviously testament to Charlie's great natural talent, but also the training that John Wakeman has devoted to him and the rest of the group. So very well done, John, and great to get that one in really the last sort of match of the season. It would be great to see what Finn can achieve next season too. This week the Wednesday nighters were bagging phone boxes. Bob Minting tried his hand at some Strava art because most of the phone boxes in his area have gone. But there was pictures from Adrian. I know Stan, you called a few, didn't you? Zoe and Andy Kingsmill did as well, and Kate Pratton. And the one I found in Greenwich had been converted into a coffee bar. So obviously nice, sort of interesting that people are doing that. I've seen also sharing book schemes and so on. So people still using phone boxes, and of course a lot of them turned over for the use of defibrillators as well. This week, Adrian wants you horsing around. He wants shots of all things equine. We're also in sight of Halloween, and the clocks change soon as well, which means our thoughts will probably turn to Christmas in a while, and of course Christmas shopping. Well, I'm pleased to tell you that John Turner has the perfect gift, and that's a signed copy of his new book, Hurrah for the Squares Entwined, covering the first 50 years of the Blackheath Gazette. Pete Rogers has helped John with the layout and the cover design, and John is also giving all profits on the book sold to the club, and at £10, I have to say they're a fabulous present. So John wants to know how many to order, because he wants to order and then sell rather than getting a load in and keeping a load of books under bed. Not that it's going to be like that, because obviously they're going to go like hotcakes. However, if you do want a copy, please let John know. There he is. But you can also email him. Details are on Mike's website about how to contact John. And if anyone's watching on the Facebook feed, please leave a comment, and I will pass that through to him as well, so that we get those orders in time for Christmas. And just remember, please, there's no need to send any money now. So as soon as it's ordered, we'll do cash on delivery. And then my last mention of presents use is to past President Alison Brand, who wrote to the club thanking them for the thought and which we sent to her after Colin passed on. She writes that she's bereft without her best friend, but surviving. So Alison, I just want to say we look forward to welcoming you back when things get back to normality down at the club. Before we does anyone else have any news they want to share for President's News? In which case, I bring to a close this meeting of the company. Thank you very, very much.